Hey, Eric Van Hooser out here measuring a house for fumigation out in Bolinas. As you can see, it's kind of a cold, wet, rainy day, but in California, you always wear your shades. It's part of the deal. So here's the house, and it has quite a steep, mossy, slippery, wet, nasty, kill yourself trying to work on this house kind of roof. Very steep, very nasty. It's got a deck here, which we got to bring the tarps down and clear all this area here. Just take you for a walk around on this place. And you've got these cobblestones here. When you put tarps down on top of this stuff, it has a tendency to not want to seal very well, so you have to calculate for that. As the house comes down, you see this is a bush here. That's probably going to get covered up. This plant's here and have to come up this wall. It's a concrete wall right here, which we might try to wrap around and come in and tape to the wall right here, and then come around and go up that way through there, which is not easy. People build these houses like this and they don't ever think they're gonna get bugs, and then they do. And then we gotta try to figure out a way to get it sealed up, keep enough gas inside the thing to be able to do what we need to do to get the bugs dead. So then you're going to come down the side here. We come through here, go up through here. Ground's pretty good right here. Not too much trouble getting a seal there. Then we got to come around the lemon tree here. Hold on. Then it's gonna, the tarp will come through here. It'll come across here, across the ground. We're gonna have to throw dirt on top of this to get the seal between all the little pieces of wood that are there for the little wood tiles. Come across here, clear out this grass so that we got good soil contact. Wrap around here, which is okay here, not too bad. Got a lot of rocks right here, so you got to fish your way through all these rocks and get these removed and get yourself down to where you got some decent dirt. Come up here around this deck, up through here. Now you got a part right here that you can't get to, so this bush is going to have to be cut back away, and we're going to wrap around this wall. And when this bush is not here, you would see that there's dirt. Come up through here, across the top here, and get another look at the house. Pretty steep. So all this foliage has got to be cut back because we can't seal down to this. Wrap around all this. It's got those little wood things up on the roof too. Those are probably going to get killed as far as putting the tarp on them. Wrap around this, remove the plants, get that out of here. Cut this. Hopefully this place doesn't have too much poison oak, which is probably what I'm looking at right here. Cut all these plants away to here. Jump down on there, throw some dirt on that so that we've got a seal on there. This plant here, all this will have to be covered. This whole area here, it's got like a breezeway bridge that runs from one part of the house to the other side, nowhere around the back. So all that, the tarp will come down here, cover all this, come across, like I said, around here on the dirt, all the way across to over there. This obviously is going to be out of here. All these plants that are underneath here, unless they're really, really wet, they're probably going to get damaged to a certain extent. I imagine that they're probably pretty hardy. They probably come back. The gas that we use these days is not so nasty on the plant. This fern, really pretty. It's not going to do so good, but I doubt it will kill it. It will probably burn the leaves, and you'll probably end up with something similar to this when it's all said and done. So, but I don't think it will kill the plant. So then there's this deck here. So this deck runs all the way across this way. There's no way that we're going to remove all these decks and the floor joists are going this way and wrap around that. We can do that occasionally on some small decks, but this isn't one of them. So wrap around the top of that, over the other side of this retaining wall, come down here, try to make a pile of dirt here. We'd have to dirt this whole area here to make like a farce ground to come down. We maybe remove this stone here and fill this area with dirt. come back around here, and then down that side to that first retaining wall that we had showed you underneath there. Now this thing has got an interesting copper chimney cap, which is something that we would normally wrap a tarp over the top of that, but you cannot lay a ladder up against that to be able to climb up there to put the tarp over the top of it. So what's going to end up having to happen is they're going to have to call somebody that deals with that particular type and have them dismantle that prior to our arrival for the fumigation, because you don't want to lay a ladder up against that. That thing's delicate. It'll get dented. The guys will fall. I mean, it's all sorts of nasty. So let me come down here across this really neat house though. We are going to do the guest house also, that's out that way. This house is going to be sold, I believe, is what my understanding is. If you look up at the top of the roof, you can see that the peak of the roof, way up on the top up there, running across, is all glass, which poses a whole nother set of issues. The tarp would be okay right there, but getting the thing opened up and spread is going to be very difficult. Definitely a difficult job to do. No two ways about it. Hopefully they will be able to get all these things prepped, and we'll be able to do this job. Because like I said, this thing is steep, nasty. You do not want to be up on that roof right there. I don't care who you are, professional monkey, you do not want to be on that roof. I can guarantee you, you would rather pour water and ice on that roof, and is about as much traction as you could obtain on that roof. My suggestion to these folks is it's going to wait until this dries out very well, and we've got a good setup with the weather coming, and it's had an ample amount of time to kind of dry itself out. Yeah, tough job. So anyways, hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope you learned something a little bit about fumigation prep. We are in Bolinas, and while it is a stormy, cloudy, nasty day, it sure is pretty out here, and the air is beautiful. And so if you have a desk job, I'm so sorry. It's not cool being you right now. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. Fumigate.com. Those are your go-to guys if you're living in California, in the northern part of California or the Bay Area. Definitely give us a call, see if we can get you helped out on getting your bugs dead, primarily. Thanks a bunch.